Welcome everybody to my Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about healing properties within the most beautiful teas in the world. And of course I'm going to talk about Lemon House, who have just launched 3 teas that I have now been taking for a few months. So I thought today's a great day to talk about it and explain what I went through, the process, how it made me feel. And also I sent them to various clients who I wanted honest truth, what they felt about it. I'm going to talk about my teas first, then I'm going to talk about lemon teas. My teas are basically a creation of the fear that was instilled into the world a few years ago when everybody was locked up. So it basically started when people were starting to feel extremely bad. The negativity that was hitting the world, the black screen that was telling everybody they were going to die of a disease, and all of these factors that people were fighting each other. There was a lot more anger, there was a lot more rage, people were just comfort eating, but then we realized that the more they were eating, the more they were filling themselves with toxins, as well as something that I'm going to talk about, and that is this tea here. So this is the tea that, well, I was inspired to do it because of a certain young guy who kind of lost the plot. And I thought I needed to create something that was easy for them to do. Most people don't really want to do the work, and to pour a cup of tea is pretty easy. When you ask people to look at themselves and try and heal themselves and try to meditate and all of these things, it's kind of like going to the gym, and to keep up that momentum is a little bit difficult for people who are not in the frame of mind. So I realized that through consuming this particular herb, or these herbs, would make a difference. And it did. It made a huge difference in a lot of people's lives. So they say it comes in threes, right? The message came in that this lad wanted to kill himself. He didn't want to be here no more. He couldn't stand the world. He couldn't stand what was happening. Then he explained why. That was another thing. And the third thing that struck me at this point was the timing. And the timing was a full moon. Many years ago, I had a mentor who spoke to me often about the physical being very, very in line with the emotional. That too, said, was the spiritual, and all of the other aspects that come with it. And it's very complicated. The alignment of the stars has a lot to do with it as well. And everybody's looking for one factor, and there isn't one factor. But the one thing that was evident to me over the years that I worked with people who were aggressive, or who were in denial, or who were depressed, who knee-jerked, who went through crazy moments, a lot of the times it was with the alignment of the moon. Something happened in the moon's energy. And it was fascinating that, as my research showed over the years, that there is something about the human brain and the stomach, which is something that we need to cleanse. And something inside there that can cause great unbalance. So I started to be aware of a certain foreign entity, alien to our body, but became part of our body forever, and was so difficult to clear out of the body system that I wanted to see if it was possible to try and either manage or cure the issue, or at least, yeah, manage. So that was fascinating. And the whole of this picture was all about these little creatures that find the way inside you, whether it's through leaves of plants or vegetables, or mainly through seafoods, and mostly from meat. And of course, we're talking about parasites. I learned and studied about parasites and found it fascinating how super intelligent and how intuitive they are. They know when there's an attack on them, because they speak to one another no matter where they are in the body. So when one's been attacked, the rest of them are finding ways to protect themselves. They hatch on a full moon. So it makes sense that the hatching of the toxins that come with it causes great stress and unbalance to the body. So I created a tea over these years to try and eliminate. There was one particular plant that I wanted, which unfortunately is illegal now, and I couldn't get. And this plant, this herb, this flower, this Mother Earth's healing actually sends the parasites into a kind of self-destructive mode. So they basically kill themselves. I couldn't get that. But the next best thing after studying and listening to all the great healers of the world was something called mugwort. Now, mugwort is a very powerful parasite cleanse to the whole body system, mind and stomach. But I wanted to mix it with something else, and all I kept getting when I was attuned or trying to channel was sage. Mix these two together. So I did. I hunted down natural organic mugwort, non-pesticide, non-contaminated, no bleach, just natural mugwort to its finest degree. And then I got my alpujarras, sage, and I started working on them. For a number of months, I worked on them till I got the right mix. I wanted the right mix. When I was happy with that mix and I was drinking it, I realized, okay, this is perfect for me, and hopefully people will feel the benefit. So it's here. This one is called cleansing. We call it cleansing. When you receive it, it's called cleansing. But you can create your own as long as you get it natural. Okay, so this is how it comes, like this. So I would take about that much and put it into a tea, brew it for a while, and then drink it through the day. I did a 3 months detox with this. And how I did it was, in the morning I would drink it, in the afternoon and the evening I drink about that much. And people were saying that they could see a massive shift in my energy, in the way I was. So I was really, really happy with it. I sent it out to some healers who I trust, and they also said it's absolutely amazing. Till this day, this is one of the best-selling teas I have out of the 2 teas I've got, for this particular reason. Everybody who takes it, even my accountant, even last week I had to get 4 bags. Can't do without it. Loves it. Changes his life, changes his body, changes everything. So it's incredible. So if you suffer with depression, if you suffer with a struggle in certain times of the alignment of the stars, of the moon, if you struggle with SAD syndrome, if you struggle with issues with the stomach, if you suffer with issues with the mind, that could be headaches, migraines, if you suffer with insomnia, if you suffer with any kind of issue up in the mind, monkey mind, if you suffer with Alzheimer's, anything which is really related up here, struggle with the eyes, if you struggle with stress, this is fantastic tea. No, it's not fantastic. It's one of the best teas I've ever had. Just be honest. As time went on, we started getting really, really concerned. And I was praying daily. And the day came when I kind of broke down, because I knew that something was going to be pushed upon humanity, that was going to be put into humanity, and that was going to change humanity in so many ways. I knew that sickness was going to become number one effect of society. And from that moment on, then new diseases, new cancers, new heart attacks, new everything would then become so common that would be a normal part of life. When I noticed that people who had gone to do something that they thought was the right thing to do were then coming to me, not 10, not 20, not 50, not 100, but hundreds of people were saying they've never felt so bad because of what they did. Is there anything I can do? One night on live YouTube channel, I decided to do a psychic reading, which I don't normally do. I stopped, retired a long time ago. And it was purposely about the people who were really, really crying out for help that no doctors could help anymore with. There was no protocol for what happened to them after they had whatever they had done to them. And they were lost. A lot of people were claiming that they didn't feel themselves anymore, that there was a spiritual divide or a block between their spirit and their spacesuit. And I started to take it upon myself to start doing healing sessions on 103 of these beautiful souls, who some were my clients from past years and others were new people that I'd never met before. I did the live reading, and in that live reading, what was said of me is to create something that would help people, and I was giving them this information. And the information was, look for the healing in Mother Earth. Okay, so I saw dandelion, I saw dandelion root, I saw root of burdock, I saw a horse, I saw a horse's head with its mane running down, same as its tail. It ended up being because of a beautiful client saying, have you ever heard of horsetail? I said, no. Yeah, there's Mother Earth's natural horsetail. Wow. I quickly sourced it. Took a while. And I mixed it together with sage. So I added all these three together. Oh, it's four. Mixed them all together and started seeing if it would work. I started giving it away to certain people, and they were telling me that their symptoms were being managed. They weren't saying they were being cured, but they were being managed. They were feeling better. And it was a real healing process. It was fantastic. To this day, this is, again, my number one seller for people who have been poisoned from within with a foreign liquid. And people say to this moment, it's actually sold out today, and I'm making some more, so I'll be putting it up again as soon as I've made another 50 or 100 of these bags. So I can't say, because this channel will be taken off, I have to speak in riddles, but you know what I'm saying. If you decided to do something because the black screen told you to, and forced you to, and forced your children to, and now you're sick and ill and you're not yourself, this has made a massive impact in people's lives. Till this day, people swear blind by it, and they drink it every day to clear their body as much as they can. Is it 100%? No. Is it making a difference? Yes. Is anything else making a difference? Not to my knowledge. Not thus far. If you know, please share. But this is my second tea. Now, Lemon House decided to move around Europe at the time when all of this was happening. And the thought was to create or to find the most beautiful wild flowers, roots, the herbs of the mountains, the sacred mountains. And I'd heard about this. I'd heard about these pickers, these mountain pickers. They spend sometimes days up in the mountains finding certain flowers and certain rare herbs that are in the mountain that are grown without contamination, just natural. So Lemon House went to hunt for that, and it took them, I don't know, a long time. When they finally created the tea, they created 3 teas, and I've got them on the floor here, and I've been taking them now for 3 months. For the first month, I took 1 tea, and then the second month I took another tea, and then the third month the other tea. So it's been a few months now, probably, yeah, it's been a few months, because I was asked to try them. I was actually apparently pretty spot on, because when I drank it, I told them what I was feeling in my body and how it would heal, and they were absolutely blown away, all of them. So I was overjoyed that I could feel the healing process. So I'll go through the first one, which is one of my favorites, to be honest. It's Liberty. Very clever play on words, right? Liberty. You can see the tea in there, right? What you're looking at here is Jamanda in here, which is a beautiful herb. There's also dandelion leaf. Let me just open it, this one. I'm just going to open it and smell it. Let me just be sure I've got... I think there's dandelion leaf and dandelion flower in this one. I think it's yellow bedstraw, but I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to go to the website and see. But this, when I drank it, I said this is a detox. Liberty is a detox. I can feel it in my liver, kidneys. I can feel it all around my body. I can feel the healing process. I can feel, and as I was drinking it, I was saying, I feel like I'm being cleansed, and it feels like I'm being purified. Feels like my blood is healing, and it's going to strengthen my body. I'm going to feel like I've just had a detox. Anyway, the coming month went by. I could feel myself feeling a lot better on many different levels. It was a very balancing tea, and with this tea, to boil it and then just leave it for 20 minutes and then drink it was the most effective for me. It was like boom, and I actually really like it. I really like this tea. So there you go. I think it's fantastic for balancing the mind. I felt a lot better when I was drinking it. I felt happier, which means that if you suffer with SAD syndrome, depression, it's brilliant for that. If you suffer with illness, physical illness, it's great because it's cleansing your body, which then will heal you. I think if you suffer with any kind of disorders, I think it's great for that as well. That's my feeling. My feeling when I was drinking it, thinking this is really good for kids who are filled with stress. So Liberty is a fantastic tea. Everything that this tea is exactly how I align to. It's handpicked. There's not one foreign science spray, Monsanto. It's all pure natural, and it's all done by hand. You only need a little bit. This is really powerful stuff, just a little bit. I mean, imagine your fake tea bags, you know, see how much is in that? So you only need a little bit of this, it'll last you for ages. Anyway, I had a great month drinking this, and I was inspired as well. Inspired to do a lot of things for myself, my body. I found myself eating more correctly. I find myself keeping away from junk food. It just makes you feel more heightened to your body and what it wants. So that's Liberty, fantastic. Serenity. I'm going to open it. Serenity, great play on words. Get the smell. That's beautiful. It just smells good. You can smell the natural, non-toxifying, just your hands, the hands of love, the caring hands of the healers who went to the mountains to pick it, everything, the way it's been dried, everything has been done through hundreds of years of experience of the pickers, of the healers of the mountain. So there you go. This is for autoimmune system without a doubt. I said it straight away. This is an immune system booster. I said it straight away. Immune system booster. There's rose hip in here. There's rose hip, wild blackberry, I think, and elderberry. I think it's elderberry flower, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, immune system booster without a doubt. As I was drinking it over that month, I was feeling stronger in my thoughts. I was feeling stronger in my body. I was feeling more powerful. I was more creative. I did things that I wouldn't normally do. I went for longer walks. I felt I could breathe more easily. My chest felt better. I felt like everything felt better. Everything felt better. I don't really know what else to say that, you know, I don't really know what else to say other than I think probably when I drank it, like one of the things that I felt with this one was like even allergies. I felt like I was clearing a lot of the stuff that, yeah. Like if anything that would trigger my body's reaction, this was healing me. I was being strengthened from within, and it was amazing. It was an amazing month. So Serenity, again, fabulous tea. Last but not least, you've got to put your hands together to Lemon House and say well done, because they're the first person that I believe that has made a tea that makes sense to spirituality. How can a tea help you connect to the spirit world? Well, cocoa has that energy. And there's a lot of ceremonies with cocoa. But this is pretty awesome. Spirituality is a mixture, and what they've used in this tea, it feels like when I was drinking it, it feels like I wanted to relax, I wanted to meditate, I wanted to go into more a deeper sleep. I wanted to feel more in tune, connected. I wanted to be more empathic. So when I was drinking it, I thought, this is really bringing me to a good state of being. So I agreed with the word. I'm like, how can you call it spirituality? What you're saying is you're going to be more spiritual. You're going to feel more enlightened, more in tune, more connected. They've done it. They've got it right. They've really got it right. So I'm just going to open this one. Wow. Beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of love and work gone into this. So, okay. Yeah, I said lemon balm. There's lemon. You can smell the lemon balm. There's winter savoury, and you can definitely smell the sage. So it's a great mix. I think when I drank this tea, I was going through some terrible stuff when I was drinking this tea, and it helped me through that challenging time. It helped me with trauma. It helped me with the suffering that I saw around me with my clients. It helped me become stronger spiritually, mind, body, and spirit for sure. It's a fantastic mix of healing and raising your energy. It definitely helps in the mind, and I think there is definitely something with this sage that helps with the pineal gland. I feel like my alpha muscle is becoming stronger. It is really, definitely lives up to its name, spirituality. So my dear friends, this is my, if anybody says, what teas would you ever drink? I would say these are my top 5 teas in the world, without a doubt. Which would I say is the number one? I say the number 1 tea in the world for healing your parasites is this tea, the cleansing tea, the mugwort tea. That's the number 1 tea in the world for clearing parasites. What's the number 1 tea for clearing the toxins in your body? I believe this is the number 1 tea, the healing tea. What do you believe the number 1 tea is for healing the body in the liver and detoxing? I believe it's this tea. Liberty. What's the number 1 tea in the world to strengthen your immune system? It's Serenity. It has to be. What's the number 1 tea in the world, in your belief, Mark, which will help you connect to your higher self, spiritually speaking? It's got to be spirituality. These are my choices of teas, and I don't want to scare you by sending you into the kitchen and showing you how many teas I actually have. I have been around the world. I have gone all over to pick up the best teas in the world. I have studied from Dr. Sebi. I know his herbs. I have been to LA. I've been to Topanga Canyon, and I've gone to the tea store there, the healing tea store, and I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars getting the most amazing herbs in the world. So I know my teas, I know my herbs. I've drunk them for many reasons. And I will say that these are the best teas in the world. And I put my name to it. And I also put my reputation to it as well. So congratulations, Lemon House. Thus far, right now, in my opinion, and I am always open to listening to anybody else and tasting other people's teas and seeing if it really is what it says it is. But I can say this with my hand on my heart, that these are the 5 teas that have been picked with love, with truth, with right intentions, and what's inside these teas are pure, organic, free from pesticides, and only pure people with love have touched these teas and worked with them. And that's why I say they are the best 5 teas in the world. I'll link it below, guys. I hope you enjoy the teas. If by any chance some of you have ever tasted one of these teas, would you please let us know what you felt, how it made you feel, and did it make an impact in any way in your life? Let the rest of the world know. Have a great day. I'll link all of these teas so you can try them, buy them if you want, or just have a look at the website and see what it says. And if any of these touch you in any way that you want to try them, then thank you so much for trusting in me and my healing tools, whether they're teas, incense, oils, crystals. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, guys. This was half an hour all about the most amazing teas in the world. These are real teas. Take care.